Welcome to Monster Trailcams, where curiosity stirs and the unexpected thrives. Here, our global community shares footage of the unexplainable, the eerie, and the intriguing creatures that hide in plain sight. We are your hub for bizarre and fascinating finds caught on camera. Click subscribe and join us on this journey of unraveling the world's unseen mysteries. Prepare to be thrilled. This is Monster Trailcams, where the wild remains wild. In a video submitted by a viewer to a YouTube channel, there unfolds an event that's bound to boggle the mind. The footage, recorded mid-afternoon on the 20th of October, 2019, showcases a mysterious occurrence through the lens of a car's dash cam. As the scene unfolds, what seems to be a black car suddenly appears on screen, seemingly materializing from nowhere. Even when the video is played in slow motion, there's no discernible sign of where the black car might have originated from. It's as if it just popped into existence, springing from thin air in a split second. One might argue that this is simply a matter of the camera's perspective, but another intriguing aspect casts doubt on that explanation. To the left of the black car, a silver vehicle can be seen, apparently intending to make a left turn and continue down a slip lane. Logic would dictate that the driver of the silver car would have noticed the black vehicle and taken evasive action. However, it appeared as if the silver car's driver was utterly unaware of the black car's sudden appearance. There's no sudden brake, no swerve, nothing to indicate the driver saw the impending hazard. This begs the question, was the black car really invisible until that very moment, or was the silver car's driver simply not paying attention? The footage naturally generated a flurry of reactions from viewers. Many found themselves debating and speculating over what they had witnessed. A popular theory that emerged was the idea of teleportation, the notion that the black car had transported itself instantly from one location to another. An even more far-fetched theory was that of time travel, with some viewers suggesting the black car had moved not just through space, but also time. In a video clip recently uploaded to TikTok, viewers are treated to a lively pool party scene. At first glance, it looks like any other joyful gathering, with people laughing and splashing around. But on closer inspection, something peculiar stands out. I encourage you to give it another watch, especially towards the end. There's a moment that's captured the attention and sometimes the apprehension of many. Right at the clip's conclusion, a young girl dressed in white seemingly disappears before our very eyes. Now, there's a chance she simply moved behind a pole or some other obstruction just as the camera panned away. But that's not what's causing a stir. It's her overall appearance that has some viewers scratching their heads and others genuinely alarmed. This young girl has an astonishing aura about her. Her complexion is unusually pale, almost grayish, and she has strikingly dark eyes. Moreover, her dress doesn't quite fit the contemporary setting. Instead, it harkens back to a bygone era, making her presence even more jarring against the modern backdrop of a pool party. When you couple her anachronistic attire with her sudden and mysterious appearance, the result is an eerie moment that's hard to shake off. Several viewers have taken to the comments section sharing their theories. Some suggest she might just be another partygoer who happened to be in vintage attire. But many are convinced that they've witnessed something supernatural. They argue that this could be a ghost caught on camera. And whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the mere idea is enough to give anyone a bit of a chill. A truly peculiar video was shared on TikTok, taken at Disneyland. It seemed like any other ordinary day at the park. The sky was clear, the sun was shining just right, and everything seemed perfect. The main focus of the video was a woman dressed as Wanda from the Marvel universe. Understandably, she had amassed a group of fans trailing behind, all hoping to snap a photo or grab a selfie with her. But as the person recording the video followed her, something utterly strange unfolded. Out of the blue, a man wearing a pink t-shirt just appeared. There was no logical reason for his sudden emergence. Many viewers were quick on the draw, suggesting he might be a time traveler. Some even went as far as to theorize that this could be evidence of a glitch in the Matrix or our reality. Now, if you pay close attention, there's another oddity. The man doesn't cast a shadow suggesting he's walking in the scene. He just seems to manifest out of thin air. Another curious detail to note is the direction he's walking, from right to left. But then, he never shows up on the right side of the screen. It's bewildering. A keen observer mentioned that it could be a trick of perspective or camera angle. This incident has left many scratching their heads, trying to piece together a logical explanation. What do you think happened here? What's your theory behind this mind-boggling event? Recently, a rather unusual video made its way onto TikTok. In the footage, we see a dog joyfully playing with its frisbee, seemingly in a spacious park or backyard. Yet, there's something odd happening in the background. If you focus closely on the frisbee, it almost appears as though it's being tugged in various directions, forcing the dog to put up a bit of a fight to hold on to it. The person filming can't contain their amusement, chuckling at the bizarre scene unfolding before them. Maybe they just think their furry friend is having an off day or being playful in its own quirky way. Those who watched and commented on the video have their own theories. Some suggest that an unseen force, maybe even a ghost, is trying to snatch the frisbee away, judging by the dog's reactions. Others argue that the dog might simply be unsure about the best way to grip the frisbee, or that the camera angle just makes it look strange. But then, there's a moment in the video where everything returns to normalcy. The dog strolls around as if nothing happened. This begs the question, was there really something supernatural at play, or was it just a playful dog having a little fun? Whatever the case, the video surely captured the curiosity of many.
What are you doing?
The Ethereal Sisters Paranormal Team is a group of investigators who specialize in the unexplained, and they're based in Western Australia. Recently, they decided to explore the Serpentine Cemetery, a place that holds not just graves but also historical significance. This cemetery is closely tied to the pioneering families who originally settled in the region. These families played a major role in shaping the community, contributing to its growth and involvement in local affairs. As the team was wandering around the cemetery grounds, they started using a special app on their phones called Necrophonic, designed to help communicate with spirits.
10. Just a 10. Oh my gosh, it's really coming through. Okay. Let me just once. Alright, so then.
Surprisingly, the app began guiding them, as if giving directions. Intrigued, they followed the app's cues and moved to a different part of the cemetery. That's when things got really strange. Their camera suddenly captured something odd. A quick blue mist swept across the screen. What made it even more unusual was the fact that the night was clear, with no fog or any other mist visible in the surrounding area. Curious and a bit skeptical, they tried to replicate the conditions to see if the mist would appear again. Despite their best efforts, they couldn't recreate that mysterious blue mist. Eager for a second opinion, they sent the footage to Greg Ludwig, another well-known investigator in the paranormal field. Unlike skeptics who might dismiss it as simple mist, Greg had a different take. He suggested that the blue mist might actually be a male spirit manifesting itself. So, what's your take on this? Where do you think this mysterious blue mist came from? Could it be a natural phenomenon, or might it be something from the other side? In this clip, we're about to see something truly intriguing that happened inside a cave. Over time, many explorers have ventured into unknown territories, leading them to experience both awe-inspiring discoveries and menacing near-death moments. Recently, an image began circulating on Facebook, capturing the attention of many. The photo shows two explorers navigating a narrow gap between two large boulders. Yet, what caught everyone's attention was what lurked behind the second explorer. There appears to be a mysterious, almost ghostly figure with prominent large eyes staring directly into the camera. The figure doesn't have a discernible body, but its presence is marked by a translucent form. And if that wasn't eerie enough, There's another spectral figure lurking further back, its face barely discernible. The person who originally posted this image on Facebook firmly asserts that the photo hasn't been altered or manipulated in any manner. Naturally, as with any photo of this nature, there are skeptics. Many will doubt its authenticity, and indeed, upon closer inspection, you'll notice that the eyes of the second man seem to mirror those of the ghostly presence behind him. This resemblance has led some to speculate that perhaps it's merely a photographic glitch. However, on the other side of the coin, there are those who wholeheartedly believe what they see. These individuals are quick to vouch for the image's authenticity, considering it a genuine capture of a ghostly apparition. Whatever the case, it certainly makes for a compelling and mysterious story. So there's this TikToker, right? He decides to film his little adventure while roaming around inside a building. Now, we can't be 100% sure why he's doing this, but he might have been lured in by some whispers of strange things going down in that place, especially when the lights go out. As he's exploring and sharing his journey with us, we see him head towards what he probably hoped was an exit. But bummer for him, it's locked. Just as we're all thinking he might give up and turn around, the video takes us for a spin. The camera sways to this shadowy stairwell and bam! Out of nowhere, there's this eerie-looking doll or something that sure has a vibe of one. It's chilling, honestly, standing so still just watching. When you hear his gasp, you can almost feel his heart racing. And the shaky camera work? Yeah, the man is definitely freaked out. Now here's the kicker about this doll. It kind of looks like a bald kid, but there's something off. Its arm, way too long. And feet, nowhere to be seen. A bunch of people who've seen the video reckon it's all a big setup, just someone's idea of a prank with a creepy prop placed just right. So what's your verdict? Did he really stumble upon something super spooky, or is it just a cheeky attempt to give us all a bit of a fright? In 2021, a man named Dimitri ignited the curiosity of many when he posted a spellbinding video on YouTube. This footage came straight from the heart of Moscow and showcased a strange phenomenon, a mysterious object suspended in the sky, catching the eye of the city's residents. Upon first glance, it was hard to make out what this thing actually was, partly due to the distance and its baffling presence in the sky. However, several keen-eyed viewers believed the object shared a spooky resemblance with a human figure. Taking a more detailed look at this puzzling entity, it became evident that it seemed to have outstretched legs, adding more credibility to the human figure theory. For the casual observer, it was easy to dismiss the object as a mere speck in the sky. You'd have to zoom in on it to fully appreciate its form and understand why it was causing such a stir. Despite its minuscule size, barely more than a dot against the vast backdrop of the sky, it sparked intrigue and ignited conversations. What made this sighting even more intriguing was that it wasn't a one-time event. This wasn't an isolated spectacle confined to the skies of Moscow. Instead, there had been similar reports from different corners of the world. For instance, rewind to 2016, and you'll find another person had uploaded a video capturing an eerily similar floating figure in the Denver skies. Moreover, a similar sighting had also been documented in Vancouver, an event shared on the popular platform Reddit. But as is typical with most mysteries, there were individuals ready to roll up their sleeves and dig into these peculiar events. One Reddit user, for instance, posted a picture of a mylar balloon that to many looked spookily similar to these floating figures. This observation inevitably led to more questions. Were these sightings simply coincidental, just a product of random chance? Or was there a bigger picture, a coordinated effort perhaps, that was causing these bizarre appearances in our skies? In this unique instance, it is claimed that a figure appearing to be the ghost of Pablo Escobar has been caught on camera. For those unfamiliar, Escobar was a notorious Colombian figure, a drug lord, and a narco-terrorist who also dabbled in politics. His infamy was cemented as the founder and the unchallenged leader of the notorious Medellin cartel. The intriguing evidence in question was captured by a woman named Maria. She had taken a photograph of the Monaco building, a former 5-story luxurious apartment complex, which was once the opulent residence of Escobar. But it was something peculiar within the picture, not the building itself, that caught her attention. Initially, she didn't recognize the significance of this anomaly. It was only upon magnifying the image that she noticed an odd figure standing on one of the balconies. The realization of who this mysterious figure might represent then struck her. Upon close examination, you too might note a particular characteristic in the blurry figure that lends credence to the speculation. It's the mustache, prominently visible even in the spectral form. That's a trait Pablo Escobar was particularly known for. The intriguing photograph has naturally led to a split in opinion. While some skeptics are painstakingly analyzing the image to determine if it's been manipulated, others are more readily convinced that it was indeed the apparition of Escobar himself. It's worth noting that this same building was demolished back in 2019. The decision was driven by the grim history and horrific atrocities associated with the place. Footage of the demolition can be found on YouTube, but the videos reveal something unexpected. Just before the edifice crumbled to the ground, another apparition was allegedly spotted. In one of these videos, an erratic figure can be seen moving along one of the corridors. It bears an astonishing resemblance to a human form, draped in white. At one point, the figure even appears to levitate. This phenomenon has led some to ponder, could this be the restless spirit of Escobar, still tethered to his once grand abode, unable to move on? Only time and further evidence will tell. This video shows a group of men who had set out to hunt frogs in a pitch-dark location. Their aim wasn't to encounter anything out of the ordinary. However, sometimes the unexpected happens when you're least prepared for it. As they were diligently searching, one man inadvertently pointed his flashlight towards a wooded section. Almost instantly, the camera picked up a subtle movement in the distance. Upon zooming in, a mysterious figure could be seen dashing for cover. As if it didn't want to be spotted by humans. Oddly, its attire didn't resemble typical clothing, and its features were hard to discern. The footage's grainy quality only added to the challenge of making out any clear details. Motivated by curiosity, the group pursued the odd figure, but they couldn't close the distance in time. Was this an extraterrestrial, a phantom, or merely a person with some hidden motives? This fascinating video clip features a rare sighting of what many affectionately refer to as Nessie, the elusive sea monster believed to reside in Loch Ness. Geneticist Neil Gemmell embarked on a journey to this famous body of water with the intention of solving the long-standing mystery surrounding this creature. While meticulously reviewing some of the footage captured during his adventure, Neil stumbled upon an intriguing sight that left him taken aback. The video revealed a fish that seemed hesitant to proceed forward, as though a gigantic obstacle was blocking its path. Just moments later, a lengthy creature resembling an eel slid into the camera's view. This sighting triggered a wave of speculation. Many viewers were convinced that they were finally looking at definitive proof of the Loch Ness Monster's existence, while others proposed alternative theories. This isn't the first time that purported evidence of Nessie has caused such a commotion. Back in the 1930s, a photograph allegedly depicting the sea serpent caused quite a stir when it was made public. This picture, however, was eventually debunked as a cleverly staged hoax involving a toy submarine. In our modern digital age, photos and videos claiming to feature Nessie are still widely circulated online, often with the hopeful caption that this might just be the real monster. The question remains, will the mystery of the Loch Ness Monster forever remain a secret, its truth hidden deep within the shadowy depths of the loch? If you liked watching these videos, then consider subscribing. I release videos at least twice a week. Stay frosty and we'll see you in the next one.